What up, everybody? Y'all know what time it is. Give me that beat.
Drew on the keys on this shit now.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Man Cave Sports Podcast. It's your boy Jae Jones. I got my two homies with me, G Money and Willie B in the building. Say what's up, fellas.
What up, man? Laundry's complete. I'm back in the game.
Hey, got that fabric softener.
What it do? Willie P had to let my man G get it off. You know, the laundry is complete. We here though, man.
Hey man, how y'all feeling? How y'all doing, man? It's another week here, but I just want to ask how y'all doing, man. How y'all week been?
I'm good.
Big going. It's going. It's almost over. Let's go weekend. Come on.
All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, Willie, you good? Your week been good? Ready for the weekend?
Yeah, I was G. I'm ready for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? The week got me stuck right now. You hear me? But we're gonna do this thing.
All right. Well, shit. Let's get it popping in, man. And welcome back news. Tiger Woods, y'all. It's all good, y'all. Tiger Woods returns back to golf. He is playing in the Masters. If y'all don't recall, Tiger Woods suffered was in a horrific accident about 14 months ago. He suffered multiple leg injuries, shattered his ankle, had 2 leg fractures, one was a compound fracture. When y'all heard the news, what were y'all first thoughts? G, I'm gonna throw it to you first. What was your thoughts when you heard Tiger Woods was returning?
Let's fucking go. Because that's the only reason I watch golf on any given day or weekend, whenever it's on. Is if Tiger Woods is on the course doing his thing. So
yep.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. What about you, Willie? What was your thoughts when you heard old Tiger was coming back?
I didn't think nothing. Oh, I ain't gonna say I didn't think nothing of it. I expected this, you know. Yeah, I expected it. Tiger like Jordan. Tiger ain't play a sport that you can come back from. I ain't trying to like discredit golf or anything like that. I seen a little bit of him earlier today. They was on the Masters. Seen him on the Masters. He hit on the 6th hole. Nasty ass 6 hole, got right there to the almost a hole in one. He probably was about I want to say 5, maybe 10 feet from a hole in one. But yeah, I always think nothing of him, man. He played a sport that he can come back from. I'm glad that he was able to come back from the accident. But he looked good. He looked in shape. You know what I'm saying? He looked healthy. He looked good.
Yeah. I think the big concern with this course is that they said it's a hilly course, so he would have to do a lot of walking. You know what I'm saying? With him having rods and screws and pins and shit in his leg, they figured he would probably have trouble walking the course. But shit, like you said, I watched a little bit of him today too. He was doing his thing, but I ain't even gonna lie. When I heard the news, 2 things hit in my head, man. So first, I was like, damn. Is Tiger playing just to kind of get some money back? Because, he went through a real bad divorce settlement. His wife kind of cracked him for 110 mil. You know what I'm saying? And he was paying that child support, which was like 20, $20,000 a month. So I was like, man, is Tiger doing it for the money? Then when I heard his interview, I thought about it a little later, and I was like, nah, Tiger, like you said, Willie, like he like a Brady Jordan type. You know what I'm saying? He really loved the sport. You know what I'm saying? He was out in the PNC championship, I think, in 2021 with his son. So he really about that life, man. He really about the golf game, and I'm happy to see him back. What y'all think he going? How y'all think he gonna finish? Right now, I think he's in the ninth, and he's tied for ninth right now.
10th
what y'all
place,
think? 10th?
10th. Yep.
Okay. So how y'all think he gonna finish? Yep, tied for 10th. I see it right now on the bottom ticket.
If I'm putting my money on anybody, that's where the money's being put. And Vegas odds already. That's money's getting being dumped on Tiger Woods' odds pretty much. Every tournament he's in, he might not be the favorite, but he's the betting favorite usually, because when somebody goes to make that bet, I'm betting golf. Fuck, I know Tiger Woods.
Exactly.
Exactly. And hey, winning percentage, he has a 22% chance winning any tournament he enters, and that's above and beyond anybody that's ever been close to him. The next closest person is Rory McIlroy at 9.4%. It's crazy. Like the stats on Tiger, like when we had that GOAT discussion back a couple of weeks ago, we should have brought Tiger up in that discussion probably too. Like,
oh yeah, it was a few people we could have brought up, but we gonna hold that conversation for a different day though. We gonna hold that one though. But yeah, Tiger, definitely a GOAT. He's won 5 titles here at the Masters. So I'm like UG. If I'm gonna put my money on somebody, I'm putting it on Tiger, because shit, that's all I know first and foremost. And how can you bet against Tiger? I mean, in 2019 he won the Masters. His first Masters, he actually had to come back and win the Masters, and he came back off of several back injuries. So it's like, you can't never bet against Tiger, man. You can never bet against Tiger, even regardless of the circumstances. You can never bet against Tiger. So y'all want to get a little friendly bet, man? Y'all, does Tiger finish? Does he finish top 5, top 10, top 25? Where y'all going?
Going top 5.
You going top 5, Willie? Okay, I'm with it.
I like it, Willie. I like it. Willie.
What about you, G?
I'm gonna have to. He's tied for 10th right now. He's at 1 under. I'd love to see what he does tomorrow and see where I can get this bet in and everything too. I'm gonna go. Man. Oh man, let's fucking go. He wins this bitch.
Oh,
major number 16. Now he's 2 behind Jack Nicklaus.
Hey, that's what's up. So you saying he going tie Phil Mickelson, huh?
Well, he ain't gonna time yet. He's a couple majors. He's 3 majors behind Jack Nicklaus still.
But I thought for the Masters he was 1.
For the Masters, maybe I just all majors total.
Oh, okay. I thought for the Masters he was 1 behind. I thought he was 1 behind.
And if he wins another event, then he'll have the sole lead of most tour events ever won. Because right now he's tied with 82 with Sam Snead. He said.
Damn. So G got him. So Willie got him top 5. G got him winning. Shit. I would love for Tiger to come back and win this motherfucker. Like, that'd be fucking phenomenal. But I think he's gonna finish in the top 10. I'm not gonna say he's gonna win it. I would love for it. But I'm gonna go with top 10 though. Yeah, I'm gonna go with top 10. But I'm rooting for him to win. Every time I predict something, it always goes left for the most part here. We'll get into that a little later. So, but that's dope, man. So we gonna. I think they play tomorrow, and it should be finished up by the next time we come back on the show. So we'll let y'all know. Y'all already know who won that. So. We're going to see. And speaking of championships and champions, March Madness comes to an end with the Kansas Jayhawks completing one of the biggest college basketball deficits in a championship game, beating University of North Carolina 72-69 for winning their 4th national title. Willie, tell me, How did you? What were your thoughts on the game and the overall tournament? How did you enjoy the tournament?
Um, from a spectator standpoint, I didn't see much. Keeping my ears on it. I think it was one of the more magical tournaments that people like, the fairy tale tournaments that people like. I did see a good bit into the Elite Eight, into the Final Four. I did not actually catch a championship game, man, so I can't really comment too much on that. I didn't. I've been meaning to go back and look into it and shit, but it was like, man, it was a busy week, man. I ain't gonna
You was
busy
doing
week.
laundry?
Anyway, I was doing
Willie
laundry,
was
man,
doing
and
laundry.
laundry
Willie was
knocked me
doing
out,
laundry.
man.
It's all
And
right.
laundry knocked me out. I had the timer set and everything in my head. I said, okay, I was on the road. Said, anyway, I ain't catch it. But yeah, I predicted Kansas to win the joint.
I
I
think you
predicted them to
did.
win. I predicted Kansas to win. I thought, like I said, Duke had the most to play for, but Kansas, I thought they was playing. They played the better. They have been playing like the better team throughout the tournament, as far as what I saw, and even during the year when I coached Kansas, it was the better team that I saw. But I did hear, some people say that there may have been some questionable calls to get Kansas back in the game. They said at one point in time, North Carolina looked pretty dominant.
Um,
First
I
half
don't.
definitely ran away with the first half. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Kenny Smith was
they.
out there. The only way North Carolina loses this if they're gonna have turnovers, and he didn't have that. They had a couple turnovers, but he could not score a
Defense.
bucket. Yeah, he could not score a bucket in the second half. He was Kansas. Bill Self made the adjustments. That's what coaches. That's what good coaches do. They make adjustments. Hubert Davis,
Yeah.
first year coach.
Yeah, he
He was
didn't.
riding high.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It was a tale of two halves, man. That's really what it was. Like G said, North Carolina got out. They were hot out the gate. A lot of people thought they would come out slow after they had sent Coach K home. You can't forget about that. They packed him up, sent him back down Durham. So they thought that North Carolina would come out slow, and they came out on fire. And Kansas actually came out slow. But then in that second half, he gave them a speech, and they came out, made the adjustments, and they clamped down on defense, man. And shit, I think North Carolina scored 6 points in 10 minutes.
It was bad, definitely. Like, well, Kansas came out hot. North Carolina was down 7-0 off break, I want to say. Like,
Yeah.
starting, but then it just the ties turned, and then what also hurt North Carolina at the end there, Bacon went out. So their big man, he was.
Baycott, yeah.
I said Bacon. I just love Bacon.
I said, damn. Hey, he hungry tonight. Yeah, boy. He hungry. Shit. Nah, but I thought that North Carolina would have won at their big man, number 33. What was his name? Shit. I just lost it. But I thought they would have won at him a little harder so he could get his number. What's his name? I thought they would have went at him to get his to pick up his fourth foul, but they never was able to get him in foul trouble. So he was able to stay in the game. And I even tweeted it on Twitter that if Bron and his name is on the edge of my I can't think of his name.
McCormick.
Yeah, McCormick. I said if McCormick and Bron got it popping in the second half, that Kansas was going to have a good chance of coming back, and they ended up getting it going in the second half, and they came back and won. And I seen, and also Carolina, Caleb Love, man, he had a horrible game, man, horrible game. He was 5 for 24, 1 for 8 from threes, and RJ Davis was 5 for 17, and he was 0 for 5 for threes. So between those two guys having a challenging night, I think that was part of the reason that North Carolina lost. and credit that to Kansas defense, So and they Remy Martin was out there hitting threes, and they got North Carolina had a guy named Puff Johnson out there, two iconic names. Puff and Remy Martin was out there hitting some late game shots. So it was definitely dope, man. I think the tournament was great, man. Overall, it gave us everything we wanted, man. It gave us UNC Duke for Final Four. It gave us Cinderella and St. Peter's. And speaking of St. Peter's, 3 of their guys are transferring. I don't know if y'all remember, if y'all listened to the last show, me and Willie talked about Shaheen Holloway getting a contract with Seton Hall. And I spoke about we were going to see if players were going to follow him. And 3 players, the top 3 players actually are now in a transfer pool. So we'll see where they're going to go. So I thought March Madness was great, man. It was we had fans back, man. Had some great moments, man.
Oh, speaking of March Madness, wherever this cat is, Conreal, send us an email, Facebook message, or something. You fucking punk! You won the championship.
He won. I thought he had Gonzaga.
He had Gonzaga, but he had better picks than the rest of us. Me and you.
Damn.
I was rooting for you today. I was rooting for you, man.
Damn, I did a few brackets, and I know in one of my brackets I had Duke and Kansas in the Final Four, and then Duke, they blew it. I was kind of hurt, but I had Kansas. That must have been in a different bracket, because I think I had Gonzaga winning. No, did I have Gonzaga in ours?
You had Duke. You had Duke.
Yeah. Damn. Well, I'll be sure to send a tweet out to him. If you don't respond in 14 days, buddy, the offer's off the table.
Forfeit the prize money.
Yeah, the offer's off the table, man.
Clock ticking.
Yeah, man. Clock ticking.
But no.
Hey, shit. I might say by next show if you don't respond. Shit, 2 weeks, man. But
whoever you are, most definitely we would like for you to claim your prize, man.
Yeah, most definitely. And I don't know if y'all heard about this too, but this was kind of like in the rumblings. I briefly heard that they were talking about Kansas was still under a federal investigation for recruiting players, and they were talking about, was it possible that they were gonna take the trophy from them? I don't think they can. I don't know if they can take it, but I don't think they are gonna take it. But that came out shortly after they won the national title. They were involved in the case in recruiting top recruits. So Bill Self and assistant coach Curtis Townsend were named in the allegations. So we're gonna see how that plays out. But until then, congratulations to Kansas. We're gonna see what y'all gonna do. And on the women's side, congratulations to South Carolina. Don Staley and Aaliyah Boston, Destiny Henderson, those ladies wrapped it up. Got the 64-49 win over UConn, giving Don Staley her second NCAA championship with South Carolina. So I just want to ask y'all this. I don't know how much y'all keep up with women's basketball, but do y'all think Don Staley is creating, or is South Carolina the new dynasty in women's basketball?
Seems that way.
You want to say?
It seems that way. I mean, I think they're gonna come back next year and do the same thing.
Hey, I'm with you, Willie. Hey, I'm with you, bro. Like, shit.
Yeah, so it most definitely seems that way. I would like to see it. You know what I'm saying? I like to see dynasties. I like to see greatness. You know what I'm saying? So if they got it, let's see it.
Okay.
To be the new dynasty, that means the old dynasty must be done, and they're not done. UConn's been to the Final Four 14 straight years.
Did they just go through?
And there's we went back this year too. 14 straight years.
They just went through him. They just ran through him too.
Well, they lost in the championship. That's a championship game.
So if they get back there,
don't get me wrong. Yeah. South Carolina, that defense, they was beasting. They was beasting all around, offense, defense, everywhere. But the dynasty, now, don't get me wrong. Yeah, they started dynasty. Since 2017, they won it. Then 2020, they're 32-1. COVID hit.
They was gonna be number one seed.
2021 last year, they're in the Final Four. They lose to Stanford.
Yep.
Well, and then this year they win it. So yeah, it's definitely a start of a dynasty. But I mean, UConn is still UConn. UConn is still UConn. They're gonna be there. They're gonna be battling.
They're gonna be battling, but I think I'm with Willie. I think South Carolina is just gonna be. I think it's gonna be built different, man. I think that the players they're gonna be able to recruit now, like UConn was the team before, like everybody had to go to because, like you said, they've been in so many championships. They've won so many. I think but they had like the longest winning streak in like
forever.
Yeah, like in sports. So it's like UConn was the team to go to all the time, you know, for women's sports, for women's basketball, unless you wanted to go elsewhere. But I think now South Carolina, Don Staley having, such a great track record, I think she's just gonna get those players now, man. Players are gonna want to come down there. And UConn still gonna be in the running. I think Stanford's still gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like you still gonna have those powerhouses too, but it's gonna be real tough.
I can agree with that because Dawn Staley, she gonna get the recruits. They had a number one recruiting class last year, I want to say too.
And she got one coming this year.
Exactly. So I mean, plus she was USA women's basketball coach, undefeated at that too. So girls gonna respect her, and she gonna get him.
Yeah, she gonna get him. And she was successful, like you said, on the pro levels. You know what I'm saying? Like she's about to be like the Nick Saban of women's basketball. Like that's what I'm gonna compare her to. You know? She's already got 2 chips. She probably was gonna get 3 in 2020. So that's where I'm going with it. Y'all gotta call her Louis Vuitton Don though, because I don't know if y'all seen that outfit she had on. That jacket was fly as shit. I ain't even gonna stunt. That's woo. Yeah. I don't know if y'all seen that. So
yeah, I seen it.
You seen it. She's out that joke. Woo, that thing was fly.
Yeah,
I seen that. She
got call her Louis Vuitton Don.
Yeah. She came to play no games for sure. Oh no.
I do this and I look fucking good in doing this.
Yeah.
Exactly. and I'm gonna win this shit. But yeah, man. So definitely shout out to the Kansas Jayhawks and the South Carolina Gamecocks, man. They won the chips in their respective and men's and women. So definitely shout out to them. So jumping on to some NFL news and tell them why you mad, son news. Pete Carroll calls out the NFL owners. He spoke about 10 minutes passionately about the hiring of minority candidates in the NFL. According to Adam Schefter, a source told him that he just went off. He had to get that shit off his chest. He was just saying, you could do anything, but until the owners get to know these candidates before the actual interviews and understand that they have to hire people who are different than them, it's not going to really change. Willie, I'm gonna come to you first. When you heard this news, what was your thoughts? What you think?
Yeah. Hey, Petey, my man. I'm a fan of Petey. I really like Petey, man. I do believe I like Petey. That's why
I like how you calling him Petey. That's just making me
That's my man. Yeah. But anyway, now Petey, man, what's wrong? But anyway, Petey, my man. I do think he has. Man, I know we may say he's not practicing what he's preaching and things of that nature, but I think from a player standpoint, you know what I'm saying, I think I like what I saw from his interaction with his players of colors. You know, I love the relationship him and Russell had. That's why that was a hard, split for me. But I don't know, man. I think he comes from a good place. I think he comes from a good place. You know, it's commendable, most definitely, in my book, for somebody just to step up, and say something against such a elephant in the room, as they say. That we all know is there. But so I commend him from just standing up and saying it. But that's my man. Yeah.
Yeah, because of course, the owners didn't like that shit not one bit. They ain't like that
Yeah.
shit at all.
It takes
And
a
of
lot to
course,
stand up and say something that everybody else does not.
yeah. And according to and they said he came out and said this after the new rule that all 32 NFL teams must hire a minority offensive assistant coach for the 2022 season. So interesting in timing. G, talk to me. What you think, bro?
Hey, I'm definitely with Willie about Pete. Petey.
We gotta call him Petey from now on. Petey is it, bro.
Y'all don't call him Petey?
I am now.
I'm the only one who call.
When I hear Petey, I think of American Pie type Petey the trombone player shit.
Petey, man, that's the homie.
I'm thinking Petey Pablo. That's the first shit come to my mind. But we gonna rock with Petey though, man.
Yeah, it definitely takes a lot, like Willie said, and it's got to come from somebody like him. It got to come from a white guy too, because Brian Flores been out there saying this stuff. A lot of other people been saying it, but when it comes from the other side, where the owners, the same color as the owners type thing, hopefully it has more of an effect. We'll see.
It hit different.
Yeah, hopefully we can start realizing it maybe. But hey, like I said, we've Pete Carroll, you talking the talk, man.
Petey.
He needs you talking all that talk about Colin. Go sign Cap. You ain't got he don't gotta be your quarterback for real. But give him a contract, see what he can do. And if he doesn't, put him out there,
Hey man, I agree with y'all both, man. I think Pete Carroll comes from a good place. But he's been an NFL coach for 12 years and he hasn't hired a minority offensive coordinator. He's hired 3 defensive coordinators, black coordinators, which is that's cool. But I need him.
That's more than Mike Tomlin, right?
That's more than Mike Tomlin. I went off on Mike. As soon as I went off on Mike, he hired Brian. Yeah. So all I'm gonna say is, Petey, I need you to go ahead and sign a minority offensive coordinator. Like, I need you to back that passionate speech up, because yes, the owners have a say so. And Willie, like we spoke about it last week, the coaches got to be accountable for some of these things too, because the owners don't necessarily pick the coordinators. The coach picks the coordinators. Mm-hmm. So if you got an opportunity to pick a minority coordinator, you need to go ahead and pick an offensive coordinator of minority and get it in there. And that'll make your speech 10 times better, because, I mean, shit, he didn't hire his kids. You know what I'm saying? So he got an opportunity. So like I said, I don't know if he can go sign Cap, because I think that does have to go through the owners. So I don't, he sound good in saying that. He can come to Seattle, work him out. I would like to see him in Seattle, because we all know they need a quarterback. But come on, Petey. You can at least get an offensive coordinator, dog. Come on, bro. Go ahead and get that offensive coordinator, back your words up. And then, in about a few years, Petey will probably be out the league. They ain't gonna let his ass coach no more, because he done said some shit they don't like. So, Petey, I hope you got your contract ready. I hope you got it done. I hope you ain't looking to coach too much longer, because, buddy, that's gonna be it. That's a wrap for that ass.
I hope we turn it a different leaf, man. I hope we go.
I do too. Remember, Willie, we said we mentioned it last week that it's a lot of people in the NFL that want to go in the right direction, but you got more people in play, or more owners and coaches that don't want to go in that direction. So they just throwing little pieces out.
I'll tell you what, if they kick him out, he can always come to the Commanders.
Oh, we gonna get to y'all too. We gonna get to y'all.
It's like that. He has my personal invitation. A long-standing fan and a self-appointed ambassador, he can always come to the Commanders.
Well, shit, since you speaking about the Commanders, Freaky Sneaky Dan over here got more allegations. Freaky Sneaky Dan over here holding that bread, man. He ain't giving up that ticket money. It reports came out last week that he is withholding ticket revenue, which is supposed to be shared with 31 other teams. Since Willie, talk to us. What's up with your man, Sneaky Freaky Dan over here, man? He holding the bag, fondling the women. Come on, man.
You know how when you're a part of organizations such as the NFL or different things like that, we are part of an organization of money and power. Sometimes they have these inside things where it may have been our turn to just keep those funds, you know. Maybe we needed, we building a new stadium, right?
Right.
Maybe that was their way of helping us out, you know. They say, okay, y'all can. It's like
I was gonna say they ain't give y'all the word. It was Freaky Sneaky Dan that was like, nah, they don't need it.
I don't know. He did something, and you know, like we said, he did something to make them upset. But maybe it was our go around to have the money in the pot. That was our money in the pot that go around. I think each team has a go around where they get to have the money in the pot. That was our money in the pot, and
he fucking up the money, man.
Yeah, so
Literally.
He did something, and they don't want to give him. Well, they don't want to give him the pot. So now I don't know what's up with my man. You know what I'm saying? He a billionaire, and he really on some fuck shit sometimes. But you know, he's still my man. But yeah, I don't know. When I first heard that news, to be 100%, like I was, it's like, you know, when. We all parents here, right? Well, I don't say we ever been in this situation, but just a scenario when your child do something you ain't really too proud of, and you try to look the other way like you ain't see it or hear it and shit. You know, that's how I felt when I heard that. I was like, come on, man. But yeah.
Come on, Free Sneaky Free.
On the other side of that, I know there's a lot of Washington Commander fans that were like, yes, get this motherfucker out of here. Maybe we can get him kicked out of here, this ownership gig. But no, he's still the owner, and I don't think y'all getting him kicked out. I was reading something about this where it ain't the first time something like this happened in the league, where they could do their books and everything like that, and they check on everybody's books, and usually at the end of the year, after you go through all NFL books, NFL teams still all got to come up with some type, whatever check that be screwed up on their books kind of thing. So it's like,
I don't know.
It's allegations. Ain't nothing proven yet.
It's a lot of money floating around. We just got to get it right. That's right. It's like I said, allegations. A lot of money floating around. We can't keep track of all this stuff, man. We got to get it right. We'll get it right at the end of the year. We'll pay our dues.
Y'all about to be the Delaware Commanders, bro, because y'all ain't finna have no stadium.
They already try to push us to Virginia. I ain't heard nothing about DC, the actual home of the team.
Nah, but they try to push ain't paying for that shit.
If Virginia said it too. Delaware, ain't nobody going to no games.
Oh man, I knew Maryland said they wasn't paying for it. They wasn't with it. Virginia said they ain't going for it either, huh? Yeah.
Well, nah, but Virginia ain't say that. Virginia ain't say they weren't going for it. I don't know what Virginia said. It's just them left. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody was telling me they ended up like they were bidding with themselves at one point because they thought Maryland was still bidding for the stadium, and they bid it high, something with the money. But Virginia is still in the play for y'all to move down there. But shit, y'all gonna be down there deep in VA. Y'all gonna be y'all gonna be down there about Fredericksburg somewhere. Y'all ain't gonna be nowhere close, man. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Shit, if Virginia don't do it, man, y'all gonna be. I'm telling y'all motherfuckers gonna be the Delaware Commanders, bro. So I don't know, man. It's interesting when I thought about it. I heard Alex Smith on the Rich Eisen show, and he was just like, they asked him what advice would he give Carson Wentz, and he said, "Man, it's tough. I think you've got to try to eliminate the noise there. It's a lot of noise. There's a lot of distractions. That entire organization, everything surrounding it, and obviously deservingly, it's been a flawed last 20 years. There's a lot of stuff going on there, a lot of distractions, and it makes it difficult to focus on football." So I thought those comments was kind of interesting, seeing how y'all have had, some troubles winning. And like we've all said, Sneaky Freaky Dan got a roll. So I don't know, man. We're gonna see what y'all gonna do, bruh. We're gonna see how this plays out. Like G said, it's all allegations, so we don't know yet. But it's not looking good for your boy. So hopefully they get his ass out the league.
Right. Yeah, but that's the boy. I keep telling y'all, he be all right.
All right, Willie. All right. Willie
He
gonna
deeply
be
rooted, man. He deeply rooted.
Ain't saying he not, all right? But in more news, Steve Wilkes and Ray Horton joined Brian Flores' lawsuit against the NFL. Tennessee Titans, the Cardinals, and the Texans were added to the lawsuit as well. Steve Wilkes, if y'all remember, had a brief coaching stint with the Arizona Cardinals for one season before he was fired and replaced by Cliff Kingsbury, the current coach, who had no prior NFL coaching. Wilkes claims he was just a bridge coach and he was not giving a meaningful chance to succeed. Ray Horton was an NFL or has been an NFL assistant since 1994. He was a defensive coordinator for the Titans. In 2014 and 15, he interviewed for the head coaching job. And they said that the process was just a sham. So Brian Flores has got some people coming forth. I feel like almost every team is probably going to be added to this lawsuit at some point in time. So
Free R. Kelly.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh man. Yeah,
man.
Did y'all see the
canceled out here?
Yeah, man. So I don't know. It's bad. It's bad look for my Titans. They got Mike Mularkey, the guy who was actually hired in 2016 as the head coach. He admitted in a podcast in 2020 that they told him he had the job before they went through the interviewing process. So we're gonna see how that shit go. So.
Hey, the more the merrier on this lawsuit, for real. Hopefully they start turning stones over and finding shit out more and more, and just unravel this shit. And owners start bang bang.
Yeah, so
that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, for Tennessee, it's kind of hard to dispute that when you got the head coach who was hired speaking out saying that they didn't properly go through the candidates. But how do you prove that somebody like didn't go through the process of this? Like, I'm just curious to see how this turns out. I'm curious to see what happens from this lawsuit, how long it's gonna go, and how many teams and coaches end up on it.
Yeah. It's a bunch of John Does they added too. And basically all those John Does are all the NFL teams, the rest of them.
Yeah. So. But I just okay, Pete Carroll spoke out, but we need more, white coaches to add to this lawsuit.
Current coaches, coaching.
Yeah,
too.
so
that would be more powerful. And the one thing I didn't like about it, when I was reading about it, was one of Steve Wilkes' quotes was, I could have done just as good a job as Cliff Kingsbury the following year if I was given the chance. That's kind of just basically coaches just talking about how better coach they are and stuff. So, and that's all talk. Now, maybe because the quarterback he drafted was Josh Rosen, right? So,
poor guy, man.
Yeah,
poor Josh. I mean, not poor Josh. He's still getting paid, but
he's getting paid. And then Kingsbury came in. First thing he did, it was like, "What? You just got a #1 pick quarterback last year. Now you going again?" So that doesn't look good for Steve Wilkes on that end of saying he could do a better job than Cliff Kingsbury. But I agree. If you a coach and you get signed to a 3-year deal, whatever deal, you should get fired out the first year. That's you inherited this group. You can't turn over something or start a program or whatever you want to call it in 1 year and expect good things to happen. It takes more than 1 year for things to happen.
And with that shitty ass roster he had, I mean, shit. I mean, it's gonna take 3 years for you to even reach 500, man. You can't, and that's what their lawsuits are saying, like that they don't get the proper opportunities. I mean, shit. Kingsbury has been the coach for 3 to 4 years now, and he just made the playoffs this past year, and he's known for starting off hot and fizzling out at the end. So, it's fucked up, man. It's definitely a messed up situation.
Hey, Jason Garrett should have been fired fucking God knows how long ago before we fired him. He got
it's a lot of coaches.
It's
a lot of coaches that need to be out of there, man. And that's been given the multiple opportunities to coach. So, and it's just a cycle. And like you said, Jason Garrett, but now he was hired as the Giants offensive coordinator before he was recently fired. So,
yep.
I don't know, man. We'll see how this plays out. Just some quick hitters, some other news in the NFL. Bobby Wagner ended up signing with the Los Angeles Rams for 5 years, $50 million, with the opportunity to make $65 million with some incentives. So yeah, man, he's going against his former team twice. He said that wasn't the reason. He said he wanted to stay close to his family. So we're gonna see how that goes. He did say that the Seahawks did him dirty. It's just, I don't know, man. Pete Carroll, he's Petey, yeah. Petey, man. I don't know, man. Every time players leave, man, they say stuff about him. You know what I'm saying? Like negative stuff. Like Richard Sherman, a few of the other players that have left, they've kind of had some they've had some shade thrown towards his way. So I don't know what's going on with Petey, but Bobby Wagner said they
tried to say that because Bobby Wagner represents himself as an agent, that he didn't feel comfortable contacting him about letting him go or something, or renegotiating contract. That
what does that matter?
Yeah,
bullshit. So we're gonna see how that goes. He's definitely said he's gonna have his 2 best games against them. So we're gonna see how that goes.
That's what they said.
Yeah, he said I'm gonna let them know. They're gonna see.
They're gonna hear him too. Whole game, he said.
Yeah, he's talking that shit. That's what I like to hear. Fuck them on the other side. They gonna feel this pain, pause. Yeah. They gonna get this heat over here. So yeah, man.
He got a nice defense to back his talk up, that's for sure.
Yeah, he got some. I mean, when you got Aaron Donald on the front line too, I mean, shit, I'm gonna talk some shit too. So, y'all boy Jalen Ramsey on the other side. So, we're gonna see that. We're gonna see helping them out. So, those games should be interesting. Stephon Diggs signed a 4-year, $104 million extension with the Buffalo Bills. He is now going to be with them until 2027. Since he's been with Buffalo, he has 230 receptions, 2,760 yards, and 18 touchdowns. So Josh Allen has his #1 target there. So we're gonna see how that plays out. And I don't know if y'all been hearing, but DK Metcalf might be rumored to get traded. I don't know. Have y'all been hearing this?
Yeah.
To the Commanders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, he is not coming here. I promise you that.
No bullshit.
There's a lot of talk about. He's on the trading block. They're open to discussions about him and stuff, but like it's all discussion right now. Pretty much, if anything, it's just Pete Carroll. He wants to get back to just the running game, maybe. And he signed Tyler Lockett for a nice contract.
So that's what part of the problem I've been hearing is because they signed Tyler Lockett for a large contract, and of course DK Metcalf's going to want a large contract, so they're going to have two receivers with two large contracts, which can create a problem. So this should be real interesting to see. I think, with no quarterback. So shit, you about to see the run game. They finna run PD up out of Seattle real quick after these first year or two. PD the fuck out of there with this shitty ass team too. Oh yeah, it's a wrap. PD should have said this shit back when he had the Legion of Boom. Like when he had he should have said that shit back then. But now, team some shit. He might not make it through the season. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see the drafts coming up. DK been rumored. They said they want a lot of compensation for him. They didn't make mention of what they wanted. Not that I've seen, but I think Philly, Atlanta, and Green Bay should be hot after
Kansas City too.
And Kansas City. But the thing is, the only reason. But if they didn't want to pay Tyreek Hill, how they gonna pay DK?
DK's younger. Kansas City got a thing about once a player gets over a certain age, their GM is just like, look, we don't pay people over this age pretty much. Only exception has been Travis Kelce. That's been the one exception pretty much where you just go young and you just say, fuck everybody else.
and Patty Mahomes.
Well, yeah. He was young when he got paid. So.
Yeah. Damn. Okay.
Young.
All right.
But not young enough to get that money from them, huh?
That's fucked up though, man. But I don't know. That's we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. So moving right along. Basketball playoffs are coming. But before that, Adam Silver has spoken out about the star players not playing a full complement of games. He mentioned in the meetings earlier this week that he's looking to figure out how he can get the star players to be more available for the games. He's even considered talking about shortening the NBA season. Do you all? He does realize that injuries are a part of the game. Do you all think shortening the NBA season will help keep the players playing in meaningful games?
I would hope it would help it rather than just like, oh, I don't even have to play as many games as I used to. I'm still gonna sit out whatever games I want to. Like, and and I was thinking about because we was talking about the scoring title and stuff, and looking at the stats. LeBron was at the top, but he's only played in like a little bit more than half of the games, like 50 something games, I want to say. So you put up 50 good games, your chances of having that lead in scoring is different. So I agree. If people are supposed to be playing, they're supposed to be playing all the games. Nobody back in the day was sitting out just because I'm tired.
Right. And that was one of the reasons why I didn't pick LeBron to win the scoring title, because I don't know if y'all remember, I was like, I'm nervous if he's going to play the remainder of the season. Like, and he's, like you said, like he played like 2 or 3 games, put up 50, 60. And then after that, I was like, fuck it.
I got the title in the bag.
Team some shit. Trying to get Bronny right. So what you think, Willie? You think they're going to have to, you think shortening the season is one of the things that they can do to help players play in these meaningful games?
I think the owners and the commissioners in the NBA don't run shit. I think the players run that league.
Yeah?
Oh.
What make you say that?
It shows. It shows. It's a very player-driven league. Mm-hmm. I mean, they can call their own shots. They can step out of that arena and pretty much go to any other arena that they want to and succeed in it because they made a name for themselves. I heard somebody, I forgot where it was, but I heard somebody say one time before that NBA players, basketball players are the most recognizable superstars in the world because their face are visual. It's not
Oh,
under
that's
a
good.
helmet. It's not under a hood. I mean, under a hat, like in baseball, or covered up like in hockey. So it makes them. They are the ticket.
Right.
And in this day and time, you can go on Instagram, TikTok, anywhere and see your favorite star. So I don't. Yeah, I don't think they really call the shots, man. I think those men in that field, and I hope they keep Chris Paul as much as people hate him. I hope that he stays the head of the
NBA and
Players
NBA
Union.
PA Player Association.
yeah, long after he's retired, because I think he has that nose, that bulldog nose that's gonna keep them where they need to be, because I think they understand that they are the ones who run that shit, not the owners and the commissioners. But I think that it may get their attention. I don't think that they are. I don't think they, like I said, we talk like I'm talking about intelligent, savvy young men, older men, or aging men, and I think they figured it out in the NBA. I really do, and I hope that they continue to progress. So I mean, and I think I was going to say, I think that they take heed. I don't think they're irrational people. So I think they take heed when they say, okay, I think we should. Because I think that even even those very very close to the league are expressing like, okay, with the dunk contest and the All Star Weekend, what's missing is the superstars. They don't partake in it and things like that. So in that manner, I hope that they are rational enough to take a look at themselves and say, hey, we have an opportunity to even make what we have even better and make our demand even stronger. But yeah, I hope they I hope they play because, like you said, we grew up in an era where these people played with broken everything. They was like they say, ain't nobody ever 100%. Nobody ever. Everybody banged up. You know what I'm saying? They played in the league like
True.
that. So I hope they get that toughness is missing. But yeah, I don't think they call no shots.
Like you said, the NBA players are more recognizable, like you said, but because it's more of an international game. So yeah, I'm with you on that. So they definitely get recognition more than more than football players, and probably more, and definitely more than baseball players. But I do want to see star players playing. Like, I know it's it's a catch 22, right? So let's use the Phoenix Suns for example, right? They won 63 games. They're the number one seed, right? Last night they didn't play Devin Booker. They didn't play basically all their starters, right? But what happens if you play the starters and then one of them get hurt? You know what I'm saying? You lose somebody like Chris Paul for a long period of time because we know he's injury prone, especially when it comes around the playoffs. So you take the risk of keeping them playing them during the regular season, trying to finish out the games when they're not even really meaningful games, and then you lose them for the playoffs, which is when you really making your bread and making your bread.
See,
So now go ahead.
I'm with you. Like, if they're sitting out at the end of the season, I don't care as much as like you said, that could cost you playoff run and stuff. End of the season sitting out, I don't think the owners get a say in that. But like 3 weeks into the season, halfway through the season, when all these games definitely do matter, like especially if you in the 4 to below ranking, whatever, all those games matter for you pretty much. Like, you need to be playing. But if the Suns had that shit locked up a long time ago, pretty much.
Yeah.
So if Devin Booker wants to sit, hey, I'm okay with that part.
Yeah. Like, cause I know, I ain't gonna lie, cause I think it's been maybe, was it this season or maybe last? But I know every time I would turn on the game, like I remember one time I went to go tell on like the 76ers and the Bucks, and both Giannis and Embiid was out. And I was like, God damn, like what the fuck? Like, well, how are they both out? And then I flipped to another game, and then it was like more star players out. I'm like, damn, like what, like what the fuck? Like, imagine if you're paying and going to these games. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see Giannis and you're going to see these players and they don't play. So I understand what the commissioner is saying. I also know he's coming from a financial standpoint because that's hurting their bottom line, because it's always about the bottom line, right? So I think they should shorten the season. I think, they had the 72 game season, which I thought was pretty good. I thought it was pretty decent. I still got, I still got the NBA feel. Honestly didn't even remember that they were 10 games short. I do think they need to limit the back-to-back games. I think that plays a factor on a lot of players as well. So, and they need to, and I think they did it this year. I think they dropped the marijuana testing. I think they can keep that drop and let them players recover, using the, marijuana. I think that helped them, you know what I'm saying, better than them pills and all them other stuff, man. So that's just my suggestion. So
I'm an advocate. I just suggest you do something that's going to keep you up, because we're going to be, that's maybe why they sitting out. They may be on that joint stuck, though.
Nah, they ain't stuck, brother. Man, they floating, they feeling good. They can go probably run 2 games after they hit that jig. Nah, they ain't gonna run them 2 games, but they feeling good though. It's better than them pills they be popping. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see how Adam Silver works it out. He did mention that he don't have he's still working on solutions and listening to people's suggestions. So we're gonna see how that goes. And keeping it in the NBA, the Lakers are out of the playoffs officially. If y'all haven't heard, it's been all on sports media, but the Lakers were eliminated from playoff contention as they lost, I think, to the Denver Nuggets the other night, as LeBron set out another game. What happens with the Lakers next? They about to fire their coach at the end of the season. What happens? What are we doing? The big 3 staying together and they getting rid of the other pieces, or what
I'm taking my talents elsewhere.
LeBron's leaving. You think LeBron's leaving?
He might be like, look, trade me. Y'all get something back. Y'all don't like me here no more. Magic's talking trash about me. I ain't loved here no more, man. Let me get out of here now. Hey, you never know, right? I'm just making shit up, talking out my ass here, but it's
hey,
possibility.
I think you got a legitimate point.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, he's showing here jump ship if shit ain't going his way.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I think it was the game against Denver. It was just clips. I didn't watch the game because I watched the game before when they played the fucking Pelicans and they blew the lead and the Pelicans came back and beat them. I was like, yeah, I'm not watching another. I mean, only reason I was up watching the game is because I was actually folding laundry. So I was up watching the game and I was like, let me watch this shit while I'm folding laundry. But dog, LeBron walked off the benches. They were losing to the Nuggets by like 20 or something like that, walking to the locker room. Man, this shit is a mess. It's a mess. Does y'all see Russell gonna be there next year?
It's either one of them is gone. That's for sure.
I would love to see both of them back.
I think all 3 of them gonna be there.
I would love to see all 3 of them back. I really would. But I haven't. Oh man, it's hard because when you're talking about the organization, a franchise like the LA Lakers, in some sense, it's kind of like when you're talking about the Commanders, or really, I'll probably compare them, even though I don't like if the Cowboys. It's something like a mega organization, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of noise around them, and with the Lakers, it's success that's around them, you know what I'm saying? But
Oh yeah,
I would love to see him back.
expectations.
Yeah, I would love to see it back. Even though I knew they wasn't gonna make it this year. But LeBron may be tired though, man. Like LeBron may be tired. I'm up there. We probably up there with LeBron age, man. What he doing out there is unbelievable, and he may
That's
be
true.
tired. He may be in great shape, but these young kids, they out there calling him the brick. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't
He.
nobody holding LeBron hostage. LeBron can
Uh,
leave when LeBron want to.
yeah, I guess so. But he kind of, you know how it is when you the old head in the office, man, and you've been holding it down for so long. Even you still good at what you do because you've been doing it so long. But it's hard to move on. He try to wait for his son. He try to pass it over to his son and everything like that. I really thought that they had a golden opportunity, but it seems like every last single one of them, including Anthony Davis, are on the downswing of their career. I mean,
Well, Anthony Davis is only on the downside because he can't get the correct strength and conditioning coach. But I don't know why LeBron won't hook him up with somebody like this. Is another thing too, man. I noticed this the other night and I tweeted it. For all the ankle injuries and ankle problems, foot problems Anthony Davis has, why does he continue to wear low cut shoes? He don't be putting on no ankle, like, bruh, like,
Looks
I
cool.
just don't get it, huh?
It looks cool. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of the Kobe's. You know what I'm saying? I like the Kobe shoe. I like the colorways they come out with. But bruh, if you got issues with your foot and your ankles, like, switch to a different Nike shoe. Kobe made some high top shoes, man. Like switch to some high tops. I don't know, man.
Steph Curry used to have bad ankles, and he put in work to make corrections so those ankles don't go down like that no more.
Who was that, Steph?
Steph did early on in his career.
Yeah, definitely. And I just don't get it. Like, man, like he out here struggling. It seemed like even since he's been back, he's been like hobbling, having injuries. Every time he hits the floor, like you holding your breath, like, shit, I hope he not hurt. So I don't know, man. Who y'all think gonna be the coach? Once Frank Vogel gets fired. It's rumors saying it's gonna be Quinn Snyder, Doc Rivers, possibly Mike Brown. Anybody in particular?
I'll take a crazy swing stab at it, so to speak. I don't know, but I've been hearing somebody say that Mike Krzyzewski, Coach K, will come out of retirement. I'll take Coach K.
Coach K.
That would be something special right there. I was just gonna throw his name out just for fun myself right there. Yeah. Maybe Phil Jackson might need to come back out there for them.
Shit. Yeah. What about Magic? Let Magic coach that.
Oh man, that would be nice too. I would love to see Magic out there coaching.
Because it's not like they actually got a coach, right? When he go out there. Because LeBron makes the decisions pretty much.
I hope he stays longer. Nah, I mean, yeah, them kids, they got to respect their elders. That's all I'm going to say.
but part of this is LeBron's doing. We can't let LeBron off the hook. As much as I like LeBron and what he does, and you know what I'm saying, but Magic Johnson went on First Take, and he was saying that, DeRozan wanted to come back home. And all this other stuff, they were looking to sign DeRozan, but Anthony Davis and LeBron wanted Westbrook, and so that's who they went to go get. So now that they got him, they stuck with him. So we gotta hold LeBron accountable for what he has done and created. So he can't bail on them now.
Yeah, I think, man. I think if they get some young pieces, they may be able to do something.
They ain't got no draft picks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. There's still opportunity. I will hope to get some young pieces to come over there and make some trades, maybe. Get some folks to sign a little bit. a little bit on the low side, but they got a ton of. I don't know, man. I'm breaking my fall. I can too, to tell you the truth.
I know it's hard as a Laker fan, bro. I told G,
Yeah,
man. I told G. I knew I should have won with my first instinct. I told G the Lakers wasn't gonna make the playoffs. I didn't expect for them to burn like this, though. Like I didn't expect for them to burn like this.
I
Like
said they
this was
would make
bad.
it, but I was always said I'm happy if they don't. I was hoping I
But
was wrong.
but to you, like, and I didn't think that the Pelicans and the Spurs, you know what I'm saying? Like with LeBron, like that, like the
I feel like
Pelicans. I mean,
the Pelicans now, if the
they
Pelicans win the
balling.
play-in game, they better bring Zion back for a series. If they get into where you playing a series, you bring Zion back. I don't care. This is y'all got a chance here.
A chance to do what? Get eliminated in the first round?
Hey, make some noise. Zion is a fucking beast. He's the beast.
He is. I'm not
He's
gonna
a
argue
big
that.
beast.
Ingram is
But
nasty too.
Yeah,
yeah,
oh yeah.
Ingram. Yeah, and since you spoke about the play-in, the Pelicans are in the 9th spot, the Spurs are in the 10th spot, the Timberwolves in the 7th, and the Clippers in the 8th. They've been saying, it's reports saying that Zion has been cleared for some practices and full court practices and things like that. But is he on a minute restriction if you bring him back?
Probably.
So,
for the playing games, honestly, I don't have them win the playing games. But if they happen to do, then you bring Zion back. You don't bring him back for a playing game, no doubt. Good.
So who you got? Who you got? So in the West right now, the play-ins, as I mentioned, the 9th spot is the Pelicans, the 10th is the Spurs. So they will be playing each other, and then you got the 7th seed is the Timberwolves playing the 8th seed, the Clippers. So who do you think gets the last 2 spots in the West?
So my joint is I got the Clippers winning that first game between the T-Wolves and the Clippers, so they get in automatically. And then I got the T-Wolves getting in because I feel they'll beat whoever wins that other plan between the Spurs and the Pelicans. So those are my 2 play-in winners for the West.
Willie, you got what you got? Who you got taking the last 2 spots in the West?
I like the Pelicans and the Timberwolves.
You like the Pelicans and the Timberwolves?
Round out. Give me my options again.
Now you got the Pelicans and Timberwolves can definitely both make it. Because if the T-Wolves beat the Clippers got to play. If the Pelicans got to beat the Spurs, and then the Pelicans would play the Clippers, and they could take them out of the spot.
Paul George just came back too.
Yeah, I seen a little bit of Paul last night. He can. Oh man, like they said, it's a young league, man. It's a young league. Paul, he gonna be effective, but he's not gonna be a huge difference maker.
Who, Paul George, PG?
Yeah.
Shit, you crazy, man. PG been out there hooping, man. Don't do my man PG like that, dog. Don't do my man like that, dog.
Like I said, he had a point in his career where he's very relying on a jumper, and he got a nice jumper. But like I said, these young kids they're very athletic, they're quick, man. I seen him, I watched him. He's not getting to spots like he want to. He ain't gonna be a difference maker in my book. He's nice. I'm not saying he's not nice, but these young kids ready to take over, man. They are ready to take over.
Hey, PG.
Who you got? Who you got, Jay?
I got that. So I kind of went, which kind of had a similar thing. I had the Clippers getting in, but I don't know, man. The Pelicans and the T-Wolves, bro. Like, I want to go with the T-Wolves, but I won't be surprised if the Pelicans sneak in there. I wouldn't be surprised. But I like the T-Wolves. I think similar to you, I like the Clippers and the T-Wolves switching seeds. So I think the Clippers will be the 7th and the T-Wolves will be the 8th. But I think the Pelicans are gonna give the Timberwolves some go. I think they're gonna be real good game, real close game. So I'm going with the Timberwolves and the Clippers. With the Clippers in the 7th, T-Wolves in the 8th. Now in the East, you got the Hawks in the 9th spot, the Hornets in the 10th spot, the Cavs in the 7th spot, and the Nets in the 8th spot. Keep in mind, the Nets play the Cavaliers before the season ends, so that can switch quickly, as we know. But who do you guys have taking the last 2 spots in the East out of those 4 teams?
So I feel like if it's in the best interest, I think the Nets, if anything, would want to lose first and then win so they can get to the upper side of the bracket, because the lower side got Boston, they play Boston, and then you also got defending champs Milwaukee down there as well right now. If the records stay as they are right now, because coming in, but to shorten it up there, I got the Nets and the Hawks coming out of the East playing myself. Because I feel like whoever's upside, you don't want to go against number 1 seed, but I'd rather go as number 1 seed than Boston right now, the way Boston's been playing. But Boston did lose a big man, so that makes it harder.
But shit, they've been balling, man. They've been balling, man.
Yeah.
Even without Robert Williams, they've been hooping. So we're gonna see how that goes. Who you got, Willie? Who you got getting in them last 2 spots in the East?
I'm with it. I'm with G. I'm gonna say with the Nets and the Hawks.
Damn, I had the same thing, man.
What? We all agreeing?
Yeah, man. I said it last week. I said I had the Cavs coming out. As good as they have played, I just think, man, Trae Young, those boys, Lord, they hungry, and Brooklyn just talent wise, man, like I think they get it, man. In Cleveland,
it's rough, like you said. The Cavs had a great season, and it's about to just be one and done.
Yeah, and this is the thing about the play-in, man. You play, 2 years ago, 7th spot, you good. But not no more. That shit's up for grabs right now, man. So the playing games, I believe, start April 12th. So we shall see how this goes. Like I said, I got Brooklyn beating the Cavaliers the next. I think they play tomorrow over the weekend, and then Brooklyn plays the Pacers, who are tanking. So that might hurt Cleveland. So give me y'all NBA predictions, man. Who's going to the finals? Give me your 2 teams that are going to the finals. Give me some picks, man, before the playoffs start. Come on.
Give me Phoenix. Give me 76ers.
Okay. Yeah, you on your 76ers stuff there. Harden. Okay. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Embiid. I was rocking. I like Embiid. I like that's my MVP. Maybe this is a personal MVP. Maybe I feel like he got robbed a couple years back or last year, one of these years. But yeah, that's what I'll rock with.
Yeah, I feel like he's talking. I feel like the riders, the voters, he's talking too much about MVP to get it in their minds almost. Like, you ain't got to talk about it, just be about it. And he's been about it. Don't get me wrong, he's definitely been about it. And I agree with you. I think he should get MVP this season personally. But I ain't got him going to the finals.
Okay.
I got the Warriors going to the finals from the West. As long as Steph is back. If not, then my pick is fine.
They say he looking good. He ready to come back.
And then I got a first ever playing team making it to the finals. I'm going with the Nets.
Nets Warriors.
Nets and Warriors. KD and Golden State going at it. Ooh.
Oh, that's epic.
That'll be
They're gonna love that.
I would love that. I would definitely love that. Ooh. Man.
A whole lot of things getting sorted out in that battle right there.
What?
Yeah, definitely.
It ain't no more speculating on what could have been or what was or what should have been or what happened. They go, that would be nice.
So the Bucks beat the Celtics tonight, and they took over second in the East. So I don't know if the Nets want to stay in the 7th spot, because as much as I want Brooklyn to move forward and get to the finals, I don't have them getting there, unfortunately. I actually have a rematch of last year's finals. I have the Bucks and the Suns. The only team that stops Brooklyn to me is Milwaukee. And I say that just because they got a 3-headed monster over there. If Ben Simmons was here or was available to play, I think that Brooklyn would have a better shot. But because KD is going to probably have to guard Giannis or Middleton at some point, I think he's going – I could be wrong, and I've definitely been wrong, but I just think it's going to take a lot out of him on both sides of the court. So I think Giannis Milwaukee has the squad over there. I think they got an all-around good squad. I think they got the experience last year. I think the boys hungry to show that last year wasn't a fluke. And Phoenix has been the best team all year. We don't want to acknowledge it, but they've been the best team all year. So I got them going back. And I got Chris Paul winning his first ring.
So, yeah, I would hope so. Yeah, my step pops called the repeat of last year's finals too today. When I talked to him today, that's what he said. He said, they going back, T-Bone. I said, I got them going back.
Yeah, I got them going back. So we're gonna see how that plays out, man. And before we end it all up, man, we want to mention that baseball opening night has returned. Just some real quick predictions, real quick. I know that Willie is not too big on baseball right now, but we're going to get him there. So I want you to give me some of your predictions as far as award-wise. Some MVPs, some Cy Youngs. Give me who you got, man.
All right. So National League MVP. I'm a hometown person here. I'm going Juan Soto. See if he can get it done, Represent. He's a beast. He don't strike out much like the other swingers. Then sticking with MVP for AL. I'm going Vlad Guerrero Jr. out that joint. I think he just fucking bombs that shit, and he's actually gonna be my home run leader for the season. That's my pick for the home run leader. I didn't get him in no fantasy drafts, unfortunately. Fuck.
Got you.
And then going to the Cy Youngs. I'm going for the National League. I'm surprised. Guy we traded away, Lucas Giolito for the Chicago White Sox. I'm gonna throw his name out there. And then for the I got those mixed up. Yeah, Giolito's in the AL. Giolito's in AL. Because I'm looking at this, I'm like, wait a minute, no. National League, I think this guy gets like 20 something plus wins this year. I'm going Walker Buehler just because he's on the fucking Dodgers, and their lineup is fucking stupid. Like three MVP players.
Fuck them.
Dumb.
Fuck them. But go ahead. You right.
Those are my crazy predictions. Long shots. Not even long shots. They got good chances at it, but we'll see.
Okay. All right. Not bad. So for AL MVP, we met at the same spot. I got Vladdy. being the AL MVP, followed by Otani, Trout, and of course Aaron Judge. My AL Cy Young, I got Dylan Cease as the AL Cy Young, and Garrett Cole as the possible runner-up. I even got an AL Rookie of the Year, man. I got a old boy from Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. Yeah, I got him as my AL Rookie of the Year. For the National League MVP, he's out right now. He'll be back.
You already
know who I'm going with. I'm going with my boy Ronald Acuna Jr., who had an MVP type season last year, and he got hurt last year. So I think he's going to come back with something to prove. But I do have your boy Juan Soto right next to him as the NL MVP.
He just bombed
favorite.
one tonight, 428 feet out there, Jane.
Damn. Yo, Juan's a beast. But will Juan be there for the long run? Will he pull a Freddie Freeman? Who knows? My NL Cy Young is a guy who I think he won it last year. I know if he didn't win it last year, he won it recently. Jacob deGrom. I don't fucking like him. He's in my division, but Buddy can pitch his ass off. And I have Walker Buehler as a runner-up as well. So those are my picks. Who you got, man? Winning the who you got winning the chip, man? What's your prediction, man? Give me some teams.
I
You mentioned the Dodgers being stacked. You got them going to the series?
I mean, I hope they don't. I hope they fucking lose. I definitely don't hope they don't win it. But any betting man that lineup is stupid. Pitchers are pretty stupid there too. Yeah. And it don't get quite much better than that. This is like the Jordan that Jordan run when he got Rodman, Harper, and he put up the record season. Like this is
98 Bulls.
This is definitely on that same track.
All right, we're gonna see. They got the hype. They
They definitely do.
You ain't give me no predictions though.
So I'm gonna go wild card here. I'm gonna say we got it. And I don't want to say the Mets either. So I'm gonna go AL. I'm going Toronto. Let's go.
Fuck, man. Damn. And you got the Dodgers in Toronto.
Yeah, I'll say Dodgers in Toronto, but I want Toronto to win.
Okay. Nah, I actually have Toronto too, but you know who I got in the NL. So yeah, you know who I'm going with. You know who I'm going with. We're gonna run it back. It hasn't been a team to repeat in some years. So y'all know we 0-1. We took the L on opening night, which didn't surprise me, but it ain't, you got 161 games left. It ain't about how you start, it's how you finish. Last year we had a similar start. So I'm going with the A and the Blue Jays. So that's my pick. Willie, I'm gonna throw it to you. I'm just in case. I don't know if you got a pick, but I'm gonna just ask you just because you my man's on. If you don't got a pick,
he's hating on you, Willie. He's acting like you don't got nothing on baseball, man.
Nah, I
respect your opinion, Willie. I respect your opinion, Willie.
I have a prediction.
Talk to me, man. There we go.
That I will watch more baseball so I can have an actual prediction. But an interesting ad that I caught while y'all guys was talking when you said there haven't been a back-to-back in a while, and that was the Yankees. 98 to 2000. So we're talking about over 20-some years now.
We're going back to back.
So I'm gonna go with the Braves for the back-to-back to close this 20-some year drought that a back-to-back have in the MLB right now.
Let's run it back. Back.
I'll pay attention to the Braves, the Dodgers.
Hey.
Who else y'all have? Braves, Dodgers.
The Blue Jays.
You got
the Tampa Bay Rays. They're pretty good.
New York Mets is pretty stacked as well this year.
Yeah, of course you got the Yankees. You can't forget the Yankees.
Always stacked.
So those are the Padres. They're pretty hot, even though they're missing Fernando Tatis. So just the key, I think the Blue Jays are gonna win a few games because they got that vaccination thing law still going on where players gotta be vaccinated to be able to play. So I think that a lot of the big market teams, all their players are not vaccinated. So when you go to Toronto, that's going to give them an upper edge on some of the other teams. That's another reason why I got Toronto winning. So it should be interesting. But you got to look out for Boston too, the Red Sox. So some squads out there, most definitely.
We'll definitely get a better understanding a couple weeks into this season. See what teams flop and see what teams flipping out there.
Yeah, it's a long season.
They play series within the seasons against teams and shit at times, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's like a 3-game series sometimes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a motherfucker can be out for 4 weeks, 6 weeks, and still come back and win an award, and the team go on a run. Like that's how that shit is, man. So
yeah. I get into it, catch some game and shit. And like they said, we outside, so we'll get outside a little bit more.
We outside, man. So if y'all got anything else to add, man, we go ahead and do it. We at the end of the show. Go ahead, get your shout outs in, say what, do your thing.
Hey, hell of a show. I'm glad to be back. Laundry's folded. I still gotta fold some laundry right now. Shit.
I gotta put some in the drawer. I ain't even lying to you. So, hey, with that all being said, let me get this out, man. Y'all be sure to tune in. If y'all are tuning in, y'all are already going to 613 Faye Productions on YouTube. Make sure y'all hit 613 Faye Productions on Facebook, 613 Faye DMV on IG, 613 Productions on Twitter. We appreciate y'all listening, man. Tell your friends, tell your girl, your wife, your husband, tell your friends, keep spreading the word to check us out, man, and keep riding with us, man, as we take this journey, as we continue to get better, man. Just continue to check us out. Y'all can hit me on the social medias at Jae Jones. That's Twitter, Facebook, IG, and on TikTok, I'm Jae Jones 15. Y'all go ahead, G Money. Shout out your socials, man.
Hey, you can find me out on Twitter at G Money Caveman. We can talk about how good Juan Soto is, and on it, hopefully not shit.
Hey man, hey Willie, tell her where they can find you at.
They should already know. I'm Willie Beaming on Facebook, Willie P on Instagram. Okay. I'm something on Twitter. I'm about to go look back up that. I'm gonna look that up too. You know what I'm saying? I'm something on Twitter too. But Willie Beaming on Facebook, Willie P on Instagram.
Cool, man. And buddy, hey, this is your last shout out, man. Next show, if you don't claim your prize, buddy, hey, that shit stays here, man. I'm just letting you know, bro. So they claim your prize, man, because next week is it. That's it, man. Tell
a friend that what's our guy name we looking for?
Conreal. Conreal was his name for his entry.
Okay.
Sounds like
a fucking con. Sounds like a scam, like a bot.
If y'all know him or you hear him, let him know.
I think Buddy was on my Twitter, as a matter of fact, but we're gonna see though. I'll shout him out though if I can remember. But yeah, man. So y'all be sure to check us out next week, man. Check out all the other 8 episodes once again on 613 Faye Productions on YouTube. That's the show. We're gonna shut the door on y'all ass and we catch y'all next week. We're gonna holler at y'all. Deuces.
Peace.